Hi, my name's Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about sleep issues. I'd like for you to have a glass of water by you in case Spirit guides me to ask you to take a sip of water. The water will help flush negative energies through the physical body. I'm going to go in where I put Joanie aside and then I find out what's up. What is best for you to know? It might not resonate with all of you. Please take what resonates and embrace that, chew on it and see how it feels and go with it. For those of you where you're not quite sure, skeptical, might not resonate, put it on the shelf and save it for later. Just because I do a reading now doesn't necessarily mean that there's a timestamp on it. It might be a day now, a week, a month, a year, a few years down the road. It's going to make sense. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to find out regarding sleep issues and how those of you who are having issues regarding sleep could be assisted. And I never go in with expectations, by the way. I never know what's going to come through me. I just know that there's going to be a lot of information that comes up. Okay, here goes. So we've got a little bit of metaphor already. I'm excited. So the first thing that I get is that some people are too tired to do anything. There are people that have this lax approach. They're tired. They're bored. They have ennui. They really aren't into it. So there's a bunch of folks right now that are just too tired. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested. It's a snooze fest. So for those of you where this resonates, listen up, folks. I'm going to go in regarding the ones that are too tired. I'm going to find out what that is all about for y'all. A lot of the people who are too tired are fed up. They don't want to do it anymore. They've had enough. Okay, folks, have a sip of water. So for those of you where this resonates, Spirit is asking that you take a sip because they're already working on you. We've got a healing going on while I'm doing the reading. Ask yourself how long you have been going through what tires you, where you are done. Count. Is it an hour, a day, a week? How long have you been enduring what you are tired of? Sit with yourself for a while and see how that feels. You need to reflect. This is where you're pulling out of the movie screen and you're taking a seat in the audience and you're looking at your movie before you. It's important. You might have been so involved in what you've been enduring that you haven't taken notice of how long you've been in it. Okay, so that's what is asked of you right now. Just take a moment to reflect how long that you have been sitting in something where at this point now you are too tired. So I'll give you that moment. Okay. Some people feel that they've screwed up, that they could have done it differently, and they're blaming themselves. Other people are angry at oppressors, the ones that have them in situations where they are under someone's grip, in their grip, or under their thumb. And I do see nastiness, that some people are very tired of nastiness. They're so done. Some people are afraid. There are commitment issues. They're tired of being in something. They have been committed to someone or something for a while now, and they're tired. They're tired of being in it, and they'd like to leave. This is a stuck energy, okay? This tired of, this enduring, it feels prolonged to me. It feels like people have been in this for a while, and they are done. I'm going to keep going in because there are many aspects to being done. There are also people that are tired of not getting enough of what they want or need, that they're so tired of scrounging, of hoping that the next person or situation is going to provide them with what they want, They're tired of waiting. Tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So I laugh. This is Spirit talking about sleep issues. Pretty funny as far as I'm concerned. I thought before going in we were going to be talking about insomnia. So so the last laugh's on me. All of us don't know. Going back in, first we're going to accumulate a lot of the different types of sleep issues regarding being tired. And I'm also getting some people that are tired of, it's what a waste this has been. What a waste. What a waste. I'm so tired of this. What a waste. What a waste. And I have to say, this is an earth school. There are no wastes. Nothing is a waste. Everything, the repetition, the enduring of, not getting what you want, putting up with, all learning opportunities. Every single one of them, every last one of them. It's no waste. We might say that, but in spiritual land over here, I'm going to come in as the spiritualist and I'm going to say, doesn't compute, does not compute. So for those of you that are tired of, in any of those categories, or maybe something that I haven't mentioned, let's see what Spirit suggests for you. For some of you, it's take time out and try a new approach. You've been in it for such a long time. I see wheels spinning and spinning and spinning. You're not moving forward. You're not getting anywhere. Remind yourself that you came into this lifetime to learn. And then with that reminder, that might wake you up, that might propel you to take a look at this situation and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? The other thing that I also get is you can ask yourself, is there anything that is in my control where I can change this situation? Are you truly immobile? Are you truly at the hand of your oppressor where you are unable to leave? Now, if that is so, that's a different situation. Then it becomes a matter of how do you mentally cope with something. If it isn't and you're able to make tracks and adjust, shift, possibly leave a situation, change it, alter it, have you considered doing it? What stops you? Are they realistic blocks or are they imaginary? It's like a flowchart. The situation that you're in, how you feel about it, good, bad. We're in the negative category of I'm tired. So now you're in the I'm tired category. How long has it been going on? And then you can put some numbers. Then there's another area to this. What are the blocks to leaving, to shifting? Do I have any control over these blocks? Yes, no. If I have any control, have I done anything about it? What could I possibly do? And you move on from there. And in the no category, if there's nothing I can do about it, how can I support myself mentally and emotionally and spiritually until maybe there's a change or until I have the courage to change this situation? I come in as a light worker to assist, not only to identify situations that you're in, but to offer you encouragement, to help you unlock how you can change your situation and heal and move forward and grow, because you came into this lifetime for more. That's always the case. Going in regarding healing. I'm putting protection around you. There's a cocoon of light that's all around you. I'm putting a beautiful energy around you to protect you because I do see suffering. I see sadness. Some of you are very forlorn. I see guilt. People feel guilty. That's something that you must work through. And I also see some people's nerves are just so frayed. There's anxiety, a little bit of depression. So the highest of Christ light come in now, and they have put protection around you, and they're offering you healing. I see mostly heart chakra. That's the energy center right in the center of your chest. That has to do with love of self and love of other. So they're supporting you right now. Have another sip of water. This goes out to the folks that are so tired of bolstering you. If any of you have ego issues and you think you're the be-all, end-all, sometimes being tired of has to do with people being tired of you. Take a look at what you're doing to attract this, where you end up spinning your wheels because people don't want to hear you anymore. Please adjust how you present yourself to others and practice self-love in the way that you genuinely find yourself loving yourself in a more balanced way. There are angels here that are supporting this. Someone's legs feel a little bit cramped, so you might need to get up and walk around a little bit. I feel like there's a leg cramp coming in. Someone's releasing something. They've been banging their foot down. This is metaphor. Bam, 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 bam. I want it my way, or I've had enough. Bam, bam. And that leg cramp is coming up to be healed because someone's been stomping their foot down. They're so angry and so frustrated. I also see there are people whose shoulders hurt right now, and there's a release going on from the back of the neck up through straight out the top of the head. And I feel are not focused, that there's some type of a not focused. There's a blurry vision that I'm getting. I'm not sure someone needed to squint now or do a few blinks, that there's something going on with their eyes. Things were too difficult to see. Someone had a lot of difficulty and there was overwhelmment, and therefore there was the blur. If you pray, that would be wonderful. Prayer assists. You could do it now while I'm doing a healing, or you could pray on your own time. Prayer connects you with spirit. It's a wonderful direct connect. It's satisfying. Angels and guides of all kinds rejoice when you open up yourself to them, and they hear you. Ask for miracles. I believe it's not piggy to ask for miracles. Y'all have angelic guidance. You're all in specific situations to try and work through them. Some of you move mountains, others rocks. Doesn't matter the size. Whatever the case, they're blocks. They're hard. You knew coming into this lifetime that you would be in this situation, that you would find yourself here. Some of you, it wasn't pre-birth plan, but for most of you, yes, that's what I get. I feel for those of you watching this video where this resonates, within a month, there will be a shift. I feel that there was a tight energy inside of you, and it is releasing now. There's a lot of suffering that's coming up to be released. Let's get rid of any karma related to being too tired, to enduring the suffering of. Across time and space, forwards and backwards, across all generations, where you have karma, where you have blamed self and other in relation to anything that would cause you in this lifetime to feel too tired. And we ball them all up and you say inside, I forgive myself. Good. That's a release. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness. Please, all of you, forgive me because I had unforgiveness towards you. Oh, good, 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 good. Thank God for these life lessons. Wonderful. So I see a blue energy. I see blue coming in. I believe that's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has this sword and the shield. He is a protector. He's very mighty. He assists in many, many ways. Some people call him Saint Michael. I call him Archangel Michael. He is going to be working with you around this issue. You can call upon him and ask for assistance in how you can shift and get to a better place. So that's the first part of this regarding sleep issues. Now I'm going to go back in, see what Spirit has to say for me, for y'all. Interesting. In the middle of the night, when you sleep, some of you are crying. I do not believe that you're crying literally. I believe that you travel like an orb out of your body and you go to different locations. You could be working with your guides, you could be visiting other realms, but I see sadness and you cry and you say, this is very hard, I don't want to do this. So if you can relate to this, where you wake up miserable and you wake up with a wet pillow, where there are tears that were shed during the nighttime, if you wonder what it's all about, why you're here, we're here to tell you that everything is okay and there's a meaning to all of this. I'm going to go in for those of you that are crying at night. This bed that you sleep in is blessed, and it carries you, it supports you. It is a friend. Your bed that you sleep on, and some of you might sleep on the floor, some might be on a futon on a couch, some might be in a hammock or a tent, some might be in a car. Wherever you are being supported by the universe. And if it comes in the shape and form of a bed, let's say, it's a consciousness that's supporting you. You are safe and you are being held. So that's the first thing that you need to know. And if you have a pillow or if you have something that's balled up, that pillow, that towel, that blanket, whatever you put your head on, some of you might not even use one, but if you do, that's also a consciousness that comes together to support you as well while you sleep. You're not alone. There are many people that cry at night. There are many people that are sad, and it's difficult for them to get to that place of peace where they're in a deep sleep. Before you go to sleep, ask for assistance, ask for support. Some of you pray, you have your go-tos. You can ask for assistance from your go-tos. If not, if you don't know who, it could be Jesus, Mary, Mary Magdalene, could be Kuan Yin, Buddha, could be Saint Germain, Hilarion, Melchizedek, Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. There are so many ascended masters and archangels. You could call upon the galactic brothers and sisters or the fairy realm. You could call upon so many. You could call upon departed souls that you miss, that you trust. If you know your spirit guides, guardian angels, call upon whoever you wish. Could be all of them. And if you don't know, you could just say, the highest of, please come and be with me and assist me in working through any issues that I have during the daytime that I'd like to work through at night. Be with me, please. Thank you. When I see you doing this, I see so many beloved ones scurrying and running to you. It's beautiful. It's heavenly what I see. It's gorgeous. If you need to wrap yourself tight in blankets, do it. If you need to hold a doll, a stuffed animal, a soft blankie, you do it. They're love objects. They make a connection with you in a way that others might not understand, but they assist in calming and supporting. Go to sleep and trust that you're being worked on and that your higher self is conversing with many wise and blessed souls. And when you wake up in the morning, it's another day. You could wake up with wonderment. Maybe today's going to be a different day. Maybe it's not going to be the same as it was yesterday or the day before that. How do you want to see today be? And you could also put that into your mind before you go to sleep and see what happens. If you believe it's possible and if it's for your highest good, it can manifest. I'm going to go in and see about more sleep disorders. Let's see about more. I see many people that get up in the middle of the night. And I don't know if this would necessarily, I'm not going to call this insomnia, I'll call this interrupted sleep. So I will say this is for entertainment purposes only. Please see your healthcare professional. If you have any sleep issues, you can see a doctor. I'm going in regarding the waking up. For those of you that find that you wake up in the middle of the night more than once. Are you bringing your problems to bed with you? That's verboten. Leave them at the door. Sleep time is a blessed time. Sleep time is a time for you to rest and rejuvenate. Your body needs refueling, and that there's no room for worry before you go to sleep. Now, sure, easier said than done. I can easily say that to you. You might be saying back, well, if you walked a mile in my shoes, you don't know what I'm going through. Or you might even say, I have a child that's up in the middle of the night, or my partner snores, or there's traffic outside of my house and I'm always up. The trucks go back and forth. Whatever the case. No, I don't know what y'all are going through. I don't. But we're looking at what is in your control. So regarding the getting up more than once at night, I see folks saying, this is terrible, this is terrible. And I see perseveration. I see people going over and over like that mind loop, the hyperloop in their head with issues. It's not necessary. What are you going to do in the middle of the night? Save the world, figure this out? No need. Keep it at the door. You are held and you're supported by the universe. If you have difficulty separating out when you are to work on your issues and when you're not, when you're there to help others and when you're not to, they're telling you right now, leave it at the door. If you can get any sleep, leave it at the door. Lay your body down wherever you lay it down. It's blessed. Call upon the angels. And if you have concerns and worries, ask for assistance and ask for miracles if that's what's necessary in order to allay your mind. Allay your mind. I'm going to go in and do a healing for those of you who wake up in the middle of the night and are distraught. So I'm going to go in. There are quite a number of you that come forward and they say, please help me. I'm having trouble. It's very difficult. I don't know how to do this. I'm tired. I'm sad. I shift in the middle of the night. I'm restless. I have to get up. I go into the kitchen. I get more water. I go to the bathroom. I shift and I wake up or I pace or I write a letter or I go on the internet. Unplug. Now, I've shared this in other videos and I'll share this again. If you feel me working on you and you feel the energy, I would so appreciate your commenting in the comment section below the video that you felt this. It's so validating for me. It's so exciting to hear that distance healings are felt. I'm also getting that my guides are piercing through your noggins, your heads, and reminding you how great you are and how strong you are. Many of you feel defeated and weak. That is a fallacy. We're all strong. We all are powerful. We might find ourselves in different situations now. No self-pity. There's no room for it. You're a mighty warrior. Good. Just blow off some negative energy. Calming you, blessing you. There's a lot of angelic guidance now. Calming you, taking out things that don't belong. Pulling things out that don't belong, calming you so you can sleep better. Any of those issues, just let them be. Go to sleep. Here's some metaphor for you. For those of you that don't get enough rest in the middle of the night, how do you not let things just rest, just be? Can you let things in the daytime just rest? Or do you have to keep harping about it? Have a sip of water. For some of you, the pacing back and forth or the getting up is that you don't feel that you have control over your life. You've let other people take advantage of you. You can change that. Come into your power. I would say for those of you that have issues, emotional issues, and that you're unable to do this by yourself, I very strongly suggest seeing a therapist. Preferably word of mouth, but if you can't, that's okay. If you have issues that need to be dealt with on a 3D level, a practical level, by going to see Joanie or any other light worker it's called spiritual bypassing if you think that you could get around your personal work to just feel good. We are here in an earth school and we need to do our personal work. So it's highly suggested that you seek out a professional if you're unable to take care of yourself to the extent that you have tried. I'm going to go back in regarding more sleep. This is one big metaphorical fest. There are people that are asleep and they're not woke. Some people feel that they're woke and others are asleep, and then there are other people that feel that they're woke and they're not asleep, and there's a lot of finger pointing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's asleep and who's woke, folks. You know why? Because there's your truth, my truth, and the truth. This is the time of awakening, so there are a lot of truths that are being revealed. That is so. But in terms of where a person is at in their awakening process, no need to judge and no need to try and wake them up if they're not ready. Everyone is exactly where they're to be. You red pill who you feel could use a red pill. And if you do not wish to, that's fine. And if you choose not to, with this one, but with that one, yes, this one, no, it's all fine. Use your discernment. But there's no judging regarding those who sleep. For some, their other lifetimes were so traumatizing that it's difficult to wake up here. It's just too much to learn what has gone on. It's too much. Being in the dark, not knowing, is safe. And if a person needs to cocoon and sleep, God bless them. May they heal. This is a practical one. This isn't metaphor. It has to do with your pets. If your pets are scurrying about and you're having difficulty sleeping, you're going to need to do something about it. You need to take control and set limits. You need to change your setup, change the situation. Your sleeping is extremely important, and that the animals are not running the show. Be the best parent that you can be. I see some of you dictating how long a person is to sleep, and you're rushing them and you're telling them, why are you here? Why aren't you up? Why aren't you out? Some people don't feel well. There are people who are in bed because they feel sick. I don't know if they have depression, if they have an illness, or both. But for those of you watching, if you're trying to scurry someone out of bed and they feel depressed or possibly physically ill, they might need to see a doctor and or a therapist, because I see some people that are lying around and I'm not feeling comfortable. When I go in, the clairsentience, that's the divine feeling that I get. I don't think that they're playing with you. I don't think that they're messing with you. I think that they have something wrong. And it's time that you pay attention to this and look with another set of eyes. And that they might have difficulty telling you. Someone also feels like they're very dreamy, like they're not quite with it. And it's either the beginning signs of dementia or Alzheimer's, or there's a brain fog issue, chemical sensitivities and brain fog. I'm not sure what this is, but some of you are dealing with a person who is not waking up well, and that it's very difficult. I don't feel like they're quite oriented to where they are. And you need to take note of this and do something about this for their sake, because I don't think they can help themselves. I'm getting information about people's bedrooms. My guides say that a bedroom is like a dynasty, a fabulous dynastic room. It's your creation. It's what you put in it, and it becomes the energy like a palace. It's your space. That's very important. It's how you adorn it. They say you lace it with information. It's key what you do with this space. I'll be Joanie now. I'm pulling out of my channel. I didn't know it was that important. So I love channeling because I learn things all the time. So they're putting a lot of import to where you sleep, your bedroom. And the bedroom could be the living room. Again, it could be you sleep in the office. It could be you're sleeping in someone's spare den or the basement, wherever it is, where you lay your bones to sleep. So I'm going back into this decoration, this sanctuary, the dynasty. Keep it clean, keep it pure. Keep out any riffraff from your bedroom. Make it neat and tidy. Don't muss it up. Keep it clean. It's a blessed space that holds you. You dress there, you sleep there. You could have sex there. You might have friends that all sit on the bed and chat and eat popcorn and watch movies. Whatever the case is, that room is a very special room, and I see the ornamentation key. If you have dark objects, a dark altar, it's not okay. I don't play in the dark. I don't have friends who play in the dark. And if you play in the dark, it comes back tenfold. Pull out what doesn't belong. And if you need to clear the space in your room. I'll tell you how to do that. The reason why they're mentioning that is that some people have sleep difficulties if there are negative energies that are in their room, or negative energetic imprints from your emotions that you'd have left there or other people's. So one way you can clear your spaces with sage. You can burn sage if you'd like. Other people, they put kosher salt around the perimeter of a room. That's for protection, but it also can clear. There are other people that take selenite, which is a crystal. I'll spell it. Selenite. Selenite. And it's a crystal that recharges itself. And they put it in the doorway of each room. But you could put selenite in a room and it can help clear the space. People burn candles. People diffuse frankincense, or there's an oil called white angelica, which is for protection. People clear spaces with all different types of oil. What I like to do, I like to use intention. So I go into a room and I put out my hands. I put protection around myself, make it sacred space, that's that area. And in this case, we're talking about the bedroom. And I have the highest of Christ light come through my crown chakra and come out the centers of my palms, which are minor chakras. And I have white light, which is love, come in and out. And with intention, I clear spaces. That's what I do. And you can do that as well. I'm hardwired the way you're hardwired. We're hardwired the same. There's no difference between you and me. And you could put out your hands and imagine that the blessed love is coming through and is clearing the space. Any energies that are of a lower vibration, that are not of love, are cleared. You could do it for a few minutes and then you stop and then it's clear. If you fear or doubt that you're doing it right, chances are it won't take. Fear and doubt, there's no place for this. You can clear your bedroom or the place where you sleep whenever you want. There's no recipe. Use your gut feeling, your discernment, your heart knowing. I'm going to go in and see if there's anything more regarding sleep issues. Try not to argue in the bedroom. It's not a place to bat around things with other people. Provocation, arguments, it leaves an energy there. And then it sits there. It's the unseen, and we react to that. Leave the arguments for another place if they are to happen. Disagreements, debates, challenges, passive aggression and provocation are just, there's no room for this, period. Stay out of the bedroom. I'm going to go in and find out what the last bits are before we end this. Before you go to sleep at night, they say treat yourself to beautiful words. You can review your day and see what you are grateful for that day. That'll give you perspective around what you've experienced and what at least one good thing that you can identify that happened that day. And if there's more than one thing, fantastic. You can pray. You can ask for guidance. You can ask that love be showered over you and your beloveds. Again, leave your issues at the door And I'll say this also for people who are watching. Some people go to sleep in the daytime, that they have a night shift. So I don't want to forget those people that sleep 2 hours here, 5 hours there, or they sleep on a cot. Let's say they're a nurse or a security guard, a doctor, an orderly, whatever, people who have a night shift or they do 48-hour shifts, whatever it is, stretch, shift how I've shared things or what I've channeled to fit your particular situation, because not everyone is sleeping on a bed. Some people are renting, some people are in a van down by the river, if you get that quote. And wherever you are laying your bones, this has to do with sleep and rest and going to that other space when you're not awake. Be as comfortable as you can when you go to sleep. If you need to wear socks so your feet aren't cold, a hat if you're not comfortable, and if you need to feel protected that way. Some people put hats on because they feel unsafe. Do what you need to do. It might be karmic from other lifetimes. Bundle up if you have to. Have a fan on if you need to. Treat yourself very well. Sleep time is so important. You spend a lot of your lifetime sleeping. Time to refuel and rejuvenate. So I'm going to end this reading and healing by saying you are supported by the universe. Where you lie down, you are supported. Where you put your head, you are supported. The room in which you lie supports you. Keep it sacred. Keep your issues at the door. Clear your space and try and avoid disagreements and arguments in that sacred room of yours. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please press like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe and press the all bell icon so you'll receive all the notifications when I post. Comment below. I'm so curious to know what you thought of this video and whether it resonated. Share with friends so they know about what I'm doing on YouTube. I'm having a blast. I just started January 1st of 2020. You can find me on my website, jonieswhitelighealing.com. And if you're interested in having a private session with me, after you read my website description, you'll see that I do a lot of different things. You can contact me via my website, and we can do Skype, Facebook video, or phone session if you're not local to North Central New Jersey, where I'm located. You can find me on Facebook, jonieswhitelighealing.com. You can press that like button on the fan page. You can friend me, friend request on Facebook, but please message me and tell me how you found me. I'm on LinkedIn. You can link in with me there. I have a SoundCloud. I've sung covers and I've written and recorded songs, so you can follow me there. And I feel like I should have a cheat sheet of the places where I'm located. I think I've covered all. I think I've covered my social media. So it's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you at my next video. Take care. Bye.